What's up, guys? In this video we are going to talk about what you should actually eat on the snake diet. What foods should you eat if you want to lose weight? What foods should you eat if you're looking to build muscle, right? This is like the most cookie cutter vanilla white bread video that I've ever made, but I just realized that I don't really have a video about what you should eat on the snake diet. I mention it in other videos and I kind of allude to it in small parts here and there, but I don't think I've ever actually made an entire video about it. Actually, I think I have now that I think about it. Anyway, I'm making another one. All right, so boom, we're gonna jump into it right now. Subscribe to my channel. What else? LegendarySuitJamas.com. Check them out. Silk pajama suits. They look pretty darn cool, I think. Or you can just wear the shirt. Looks pretty cool too. Okay, so what should you eat, not only on the snake diet, but like what should you eat in general? Right now, let's see, 57 seconds into this video. I'm not really sure how I'm going to talk about this for 10 minutes, but it's very simple. Okay, I've said this before, but when you eat, you really only are going to want to eat raw meat. Okay, it's just the best. All right, don't overcomplicate things. Don't think that you need to have 3 servings of vegetables and 1 piece of fruit, and you need a little bit of this for the vitamin B and this for the calcium. Like, no, just raw meat, raw meat, raw meat. Okay, eat what tastes good to you. If you like raw beef, eat raw beef. If you like, obviously if you're gonna eat raw pork, make sure that it's clean. Okay, I have been eating raw pork for the past month. Didn't know it was raw pork until recently, but I feel amazing. I feel really good. So I'm gonna keep eating it because I, just feel amazing on it. Okay, now why am I saying to eat raw meat? All right, now there's a couple benefits that I have found to eating raw meat that never found it with any other food. And it's the reason why, if I'm mentally strong and I'm conscious of how I want to feel the next day, if I'm thinking about that and I'm disciplined enough to eat what I want to eat to feel good the next day, I'm going to make a conscious effort to eat raw meat. Okay, what are the benefits? Number 1, you stay lean, okay? It's impossible, just gonna come out and say it right now, strong statement, it is freaking possible to be a fat blob if you're only eating raw meat. Like, I don't care, it's just not possible, okay? I challenge anybody here, anybody, prove me wrong. Eat raw meat and become obese, okay? It's not possible, you can't do it. Too much sun. It's not possible, you can't do it, don't even try. I mean, you could try, like I said, go ahead, prove me wrong. But the thing about raw meat is you eat it and you feel satisfied and you're not even really that full, you just don't want to eat anymore. Okay, that's the beauty of it. And like I said, what are we, 3 minutes, 11 seconds into this? Like, what else am I gonna say? Just try it, eat it, and tell me you don't feel better on it. Okay, now I guess this begs the question, like, well, what about carbs? Don't I need to eat carbs if I don't want to have keto flu and feel awful and have some level of like athletic performance for my office job? No, I'm joking. But if you do run or you do some kind of cardio or you are feeling a little bit low energy, yeah, okay, fine, you can eat some carbs. In fact, I'm even gonna say eat whatever you want as long as you eat 1 meal a day, okay? And you're eating most of the calories from that meal in the form of raw meat. Okay, so the way that I like to do it when I eat my evening meal, which is really kind of like one massive evening meal and then about 2 hours of snacking afterwards. So when I say the one massive meal, this is kind of what I'm eating lately, just because this is what's available in Japan at the 7-Eleven that's near my house. So basically what I do is I'll go to the store. I'm currently eating about 360 grams of raw pork. I eat that, not gonna lie, not really full from that. I could probably eat twice as much before getting full. But food is expensive here, that's what they have, and I like to kind of mix it up and have some more flavors when I'm eating my evening meal. Because when you're only eating essentially once a day, you want to have as many flavors in the meal as possible so that you feel more satisfied with the meal. Okay, there's a large difference from stuffing yourself on raw meat and only eating raw meat and eating that one single thing, 2,000 calories worth, let's say, and eating 2,000 calories of many different types of foods. When you eat many different types of foods, you're going to feel more satisfied. Okay, now I know this might sound like it contradicts what I said earlier, but like I said, remember, make sure to eat the majority of your calories from raw meat. Okay, I don't care who you are, I don't care how disciplined you think you are. It's bordering on impossible to eat one single food that, I don't care like what it does for you, you're not going to feel satisfied as a human being to only eat one single food for your meal. Okay, this is why I hate dog food so much. Like, how can you do that to your dog? Rant for another topic, okay? But when you eat raw meat, you feel really good. You feel like your body has everything you need. If you look it up online, it's got a very good nutrient profile. It's got all kinds of stuff, lots of vitamin B12, I think it is, that just makes you feel really good, okay? Now, when I say raw meat, you can eat organ meat, you can eat raw liver, you can eat raw, like I like chicken hearts, I think are pretty good. Chicken liver is also really good. You can have raw eggs, are also good. You can have raw milk, which I think is good too. And again, you'll hear a lot of scare stories about raw milk and raw meat, raw anything, really, but I think it's really overblown. In my experience, never once gotten sick from raw anything, gotten sick many times from cooked food. Okay? Explain that. I don't know. I don't get it. Okay? So if you're eating lots of raw meat, what other foods should you eat? Okay? I think that a little bit of carbs is okay. You can have a little bit of rice if you want, but I want you to question, do you actually need the rice, or are you just eating it because you want to taste something else? And if you are eating it because you want to taste something else, that's fine, but don't write it off as, oh, I need it for my, 9 hours of sitting in an office typing reports, really, like going on Facebook for 6 hours. Like, do you really need it? Probably not. But you want to taste something else other than meat or whatever it is you're eating, and that's fine. That's totally fine. I'm cool with that, But just admit that up front so that going into it, you're able to savor it more, I guess. And you're able to make a better decision on, number one, how much you're going to eat and what else you're going to eat. Which again, this is one of the reasons why I said it's very important to make sure you mix a lot of flavors in with your evening meal. Because you don't want to be in a situation where you stuff yourself on raw meat and then you're still, you're kind of full, but you still want to eat more because you haven't gotten any pleasure from tasting anything really that good. Raw meat is wonderful and everything, but it's only one flavor, I guess is what I'm saying. Even if you mix hot sauce, even if you mix salt or whatever. Okay, so again, like I said, what I do, I'll eat the 360 grams of raw pork. I'll have a couple hard-boiled eggs, which I think are pretty good, mixed with, they have these things, I think they're like aged in soy sauce or something. I'm not really sure. I buy them in the store. It's $1 for 3. So I eat a couple of those, and then I have some peanuts. And what else? And then I'll start eating carbs, okay? After I've eaten like a pound of animal products, which I don't eat that much, as strange as that sounds. I'm 6 feet, 175 pounds. I really don't eat that much. But I'll eat that, and then I will switch to carbs. I'll consider the carbs that I eat, that's like my extended dessert, if you want to think of it like that. Okay? So basically what I'm trying to say is eat raw meat, eat eggs, eat, milk, cheese, just eat that stuff, and that's really it. Eat some carbs for dessert if you want. This goes for you if you want to build muscle, if you want to lose fat. Eat once a day, eat once every 2 days. And if you, let's say you're a guy and you want to put on some additional muscle, okay? What I would do, I would not, don't fall for this calories in, calories out, okay? You can go buy a box of donuts from Krispy Kreme that has 3,000 calories. Do you think that you're going to build more muscle if you eat that box of Krispy Kreme donuts? Do you actually think that? No, you don't. What might happen is that it might spike your insulin and you might go, even more anabolic, and then any protein that you eat, you could argue that it would be utilized better, more efficiently. Okay, but the donuts in and of themselves are not gonna, the extra calories are not gonna do anything for you. You're needlessly ingesting lots of unhealthy food that is gonna make you feel awful after you eat it, probably feel pretty good when you're eating it, and make you fat, because come on, donuts, I love donuts, don't get me wrong, it's my weakness. Okay, anyway, for lean guys, or even not lean guys who want to put on more muscle, I would say just increase your eating frequency, okay? Something happens to your body when you eat only one meal a day or one meal every 2 days, in that you begin, your body learns to utilize the food that you eat much faster, okay? Because you're eating so much more food that your body just kind of gets used to metabolizing more food at once. Okay, this is my total bro science explanation. I'm sure I'll get some angry comments at some point, be like, well, actually, that's not how it works. Your body can only process 30 grams of protein at once. Yeah, like 30 grams is the magical number, it'll never change, right? 30.0, okay? Whatever. Anyway, I think that's ridiculous, but the point is that your body will be able to metabolize and utilize additional protein the more you adjust it, the more it adjusts to larger meals. Okay, so what happens is when you increase your eating frequency, after your body is used to utilizing all of this food, is that you're essentially able to eat those 3 meals in one day. If you eat 3 meals or 2 meals or 4 meals or whatever it is. So instead of only eating the one meal at night, which is what I like to do and what I get the feeling most people do as well, because, and again, I could be totally assuming here and completely wrong, I'm assuming most people don't have the willpower to eat their large meal in the morning and just not eat anything else for the rest of the day. Highly doubt that's the case, just because it's not very convenient and it doesn't fit very well in most people's lives who have stuff to do during the day. Again, that's just me. I could be wrong, okay? So bottom line, you want to lose weight, eat raw meat. You want to put on muscle, eat raw meat, but eat it more often. You want to lose fat, eat raw meat, and don't eat processed foods. Like, I could have ended the video there, all right? Anyway, hope that made sense. Ricardo, or whatever your name is, Bulgarian guy who wanted me to make this video. Hope you liked my 12-minute and 11-second ramble about why you should eat raw meat on the snake diet. If you have any more questions about that, let me know in a comment. Let me know what you have found to be most efficient for building muscle and burning fat. It could be that I'm totally wrong and that my love of raw meat has blinded me to some other nutrient-dense food that I've never heard of that does an even better job of building muscle and leaning you out. It's totally possible. Cool, check out legendarysuitjamas.com. Link in the description. Peace.